Welcome back, everybody, to another episode with their Gregtech Community Edition Modern. Last time we got these lovely steam machines going up, entering that steampunk era. Now, we got to get ourselves some more of those machines to get onto our blast furnace. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I forgot how to get out of. Should be F5. What the? Hello? Where did I go? Why is it doing this? Uh-oh. I see the minor problem. I have no idea what's going on. I will be right back while I figure out what's going on with my keyboard. Um. Ooh. There we go. Never mind. Got it figured out. Had my microphone resting on a function key. That did not help. So, yeah, we got to get this all hooked up to a couple different things. And then once we get some bricks set up, we can actually get that started onto our primitive blast furnace. I actually collected a bit more coal coke so that I could actually get into that, but I also finished up this today, so we're going to go ahead and place that down first. Getting our wood pipes wherever I set those at. Put them away in my backpack. Nope. There they are. So bring those on over here and actually get this automated to have our water automatically pumped directly into our thing. So if I remember right, you can place pipes in scaffolding. So we'll see about that really quick. But we'll pop everything down here, building our thing on up from right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Put our pump part there. Oop. Oh no. Nope, I got stuck. Just swim underneath. And put the output right up here. I would want to. I think that's the 1, 2, 3. 1. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. That should be all set. I should be able to place a pipe there. Right there. Right there. That's actually not where we want it. Let's go ahead and grab out the wrench. Wrench. Right there. Well, that also broke that thing. That's good to know. Don't break it with the wrench. Ooh. Oh, there it is. So I want it there. Go down. Because we got to input into the bottom here. Open connection. Nope, we want it there. Open that connection. Close that one. Now, if I place this back here, let's close this connection too, and then we can place it back down. That should automatically be pumping water in. I do think we got to change that to an output though, with our screwdriver. Is it automatically filling? It looks like it's automatically filling, so we're good there. Okay, so that's all set up now. Now, pull these out because I'm going to get started on building off screen a little bit later. Build a little hut for those machines over there. But now we can get started on the process of making our primitive blast furnace. While we were gone, I did find the diamonds I needed and cooked everything on up so that we can just pop through all of that, claiming those rewards. And now we've got to get ourselves the steam macerator with those diamonds there. So look at getting that set up. Now that we have the steam machine set up to fully be automated, we can go ahead and put this in the forge hammer. We'll get some charcoal to pop on into here, just to keep the steam going. I'm gonna go 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us 8, so we definitely are going to need some more. Because that's only going to make the machine casing. We need 4 of those pipes too. So let's grab out the copper and the tin. Go into our furnace here. We'll let that do its thing while we make ourselves that. I'm going to actually break this crafting bench here and take it on over. Get our machine casing up and running. Then I got the diamonds in my inventory. I just got to make a piston, which I guess does need the cobblestone. Is it a hammer? Yes, I'd totally forgotten that recipe for a second. So there's 8 more. Throw those in there. That'll give us what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We have iron on us. We do have iron. Alright. So now we can say, let's make these pipes. 1, 3, 4. Make ourselves some pistons. And then our macerator. Pop that on here to the end. Let that start filling up with steam, as we're going to need to cook up bricks. So the macerator does free you from painful process of grinding stuff into dust with a mortar. But at this steep cost of time, processing a single piece of iron ore in this machine will take 20 seconds, twice the time it takes to smelt an ingot in a furnace. The macerator also marks the advent of ore processing, but that It's a scary topic that will dip in our toes. Next quest. The macerator will output only the first item shown in the recipe from EMI, and other slots are locked until you have the high voltage macerator. How fortunate. Our important advice is actually better to keep directly smelting for now. The efficiency loss is made up with faster mining. Use the macerator to make things like clay dust instead. Which is exactly what we want, because we need clay dust and brick dust to make our blast furnace. So let's look up how much we need for these. So that just needs 1 brick, but we need 4 of each of these bricks. Make the fire clay. I think it's at 68. It sounds about right. I guess we look up how much it makes. It makes 2. So if each one makes 2, and we need 32 plus 1. Be 33. Yeah, we need 66. So we have 32. We need another half. Would be 64. And that would be we need there. So pop that in to do the first 2. I'll pop this in a second, and I will meet you back here when... Oh, I guess that's brick dust. So we'll need to set aside there, but I'll be back when that is done. Just wrapping up the bricks being smelted so I can throw them into the macerator. But I figured in the meantime, while we finish that up, we can also look at making paper, because we need to start getting towards resistors as well. And so, if we look at our recipe here, Gregtech sucks again. Obtaining paper is both more difficult and less efficient in vanilla. Thanks, Greg. You'll need to grind sugarcane into shad, and then smush the dust with a mallet and water. So, we take our sugarcane, we'll take a full stack, since we've been growing it over there, and we'll get that started to grind it down. I guess it takes 40 seconds for that. And it's going to give us sugar, so we don't want that. Oh, we need 3 of them. Okay. Well, we got a little bit left here. Let's go ahead and pop that on in right up top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go ahead and craft as many as we can. There we go. 28 for now. And then we use that with some water and this soft mallet. Looks like. Go ahead and dump that like that. Go grab out our soft mallet and grab a bucket of water out of the barrel we got here. And there's our first set of paper and our second. That'll finish that quest. But don't want to waste too much time here, so we're going to come right back over here. Mix our dust together to get our fire clay. Split that up and smelt it all at the same time in a bunch of these. Ooh. Does this have to be in? Oh, that's right, it's in a compressor. So let's go back and put that in the compressor to start working on it. Hopefully. See how much it uses. Not a ton. So that should be able to keep up with it if we just go ahead and pop those in. see about making myself two hoppers after that. Just to be able to automate that for a second. We can always move those hoppers around to different machines later on. Built. That's interesting. It's in range. Ooh. And one more. Alright. Go ahead and put these things away in the backpack. That's not the backpack button. We got everything else needed for the opening for the blast furnace. Let's make ourselves two hoppers. Oh, I guess I need chests first, don't I? One, two, or two. Oh. So you just pop the recipe on. Oh, I need the resin. Which we will do it right on over here. For resin. Pop it all in. Get our first set of resistors. Hope that pulled from the chest. So now that we've got some resistors going, we can look at what it takes to make our circuit board. So we need wood plates and a resin printed circuit board. Wood plate, you take wood pulp, which I'm guessing we get from a macerator. Yep. So macerating wood pulp. So do 2 of those. Into our wood pulp. In the compressor. That's not the compressor, it is the compressor. So I guess we'll just have to wait for the bricks to get done to fully do that. We'll stick them in there for now. Okay, so that's set aside to finish into that. Did want to look at whatever this says. So let's go ahead and look at that. We got, it is as simple as converting 1 ore block into 2 ingots through 2 dusts, like several other tech mods. The added spice is the amount of steps, either optional or required. Ore processing will be explained further once you get to low voltage. This quest unlocks a new tutorial on rudimentary ore processing in Tips and Tricks tab. So yeah, so basically I'm guessing if we take the ore and we macerate it, let's see, maybe we can find some in here really quick. No. Interesting, it doesn't show much of anything with it. That's going to keep on working. And I think we don't have much else we can really work on besides getting ourselves the automation set up for the coke oven, because it is full. So let's see about making that bigger barrel. So we got a bronze drum, can store 32,000 millibuckets, which is 32 buckets. Gregtech can quickly get overwhelming with the plethora of fluids. It introduces you to, so you may be looking for a way to store them. Introducing drums. They have large internal buffers, and any drum can be broken and picked up while keeping the fluid inside. Additionally, internal tanks from machines will interact with items containing fluid. This is great for manual crafting. This means you can use fluid drums instead of multiple buckets. To avoid fluid contained in drums, place it alone in a crafting grid. And then if you right-click, you can drain its contents into another container, but you gotta right-click with a screwdriver in your hand. Alright, so how long... Ooh, I don't think I have enough bronze for that at the moment. But we need 2 long bars. We're gonna have to smelt up some more. Where'd it go? Right there. Smelt up some more long bars in a little bit. Or not long bar, copper bars. that so I can macerate the... How much further along we got? We got 30 more. So that'll make enough of those things that we need. I am gonna totally need another file. Which just requires plates. Which I have. 2 more there. But we could do the Invar. Which I think we will. And we need a stick. So, 1, 2, right there. Use the rest of this one with our copper bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can't remember if it's this. Yeah, that's what it is. 1, 2. Long bars in the center. On the side. And there is our bronze drum. And we'll have to set this up for automation in a minute, but I believe that I can just scoop out. Yep, there we go. So I'll set that to the side for now. And I'll let this finish up. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so it looks like our compressed fire clay brick stuff is done. Now we just gotta pop those in our furnace, I believe. Yep. So we'll split those stacks up again. Boom. Boom. And we'll test that theory out. It said we should be able to take this and just go... Nope. I guess it's just for crafting. So we'll leave that there. Grab out our bucket. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just because we're going to have so much of this stuff anyways, just pop it on in there. Now I just gotta wait for that to be finished. In the meantime, I was working on making some hatches. Almost done with that. That should be way more than enough, actually. But we need 1, 2, 3 barrels there. That there. And we need our bricks. 1, 2, 3. We can set that right there. 1, 2, and 3. Then pull those out for a second. We should be able to have a pickaxe on me. Do mine out this corner. And we'll have the output, one of the hatches here. And then we'll move this one. Keep putting things away I don't want to put away. Move that one to right there. That will fill right on back up. I do want to also pop this corner out. Put another hatch there, and that's where the output's going to go. Just just so I don't have to keep pulling stuff out. And then we'll put another one. Probably right here. This is where I'll put the input in once we get another hopper or switch over the other one. So it looks like our charcoal went in there. Can pop that wood back in. Go ahead and top it off the best I can. And bricks. Let's see how far along those are. We're about halfway there. But we can take our wooden planks that we did get, and we can look at making our circuit board. Which it looks like we need a resin circuit board. I'll just do this recipe because I have that stuff. No different amount, but just make the 3 for now. And then we need the copper wire, which requires the sheets. And I think it only made 1. Yeah, so we need a total of 8 copper plates. Which I don't think I have the copper smelted up for that anymore, so we're gonna have to do that too. Hello? Copper? Graphite. I know I have more copper. There it is. Let's make half a stack. So what we need, 12? 12 of them to get what we need. And then here we have I want to test a theory. We wait for the other stuff. I don't think I have enough of it though. Yeah, I need 3 more. I'm gonna go ahead and read a quest really quick. Back to the coal coke quest. See if it does say anything. Multi-block preview. Any brick block can be replaced with a coke oven hatch. Auto export. Can't remember if you could share blocks with it in a multi-block structure. But I don't even have enough to test that theory out, so we're just gonna leave it for now. I don't think oh, bronze. Let's get more bronze made. Don't remember why. But pop those materials away. And it looks like our fire bricks are just finishing up here. So now we just want to make sure that I'm not going to waste it. So yeah, we just make them all into the fire bricks. Getting 33. And then we've got the rest of the stuff that we need in our inventory because I already made it just to make the... Oh, we're missing a plate. And the hammer. That's right, I gotta make a new hammer because I broke it just a second ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. And stick. That'll give us the hammer we need. That will give us the blast furnace block. And now I think we'll set it up right on over here, relatively close to these machines, just because I would like to. We need this. 1, 2. And 1 more around. And that is formed. Now we can throw some iron and coal coke in there, which we're going to make a ton of it. So let's take a full stack. all of our coal coke. And it takes a long time to make, so I'm going to go ahead and plop it in there and let it get started so that next time we can come back, we'll have some steel made up. We want to get those copper boards made so I can make sure we got that working right. So we need 12. We said, let that go through. But yeah, it takes 75 seconds for one of the ingots in this thing. Which is precisely why you want to use coal coke, because I believe if it is the regular coal, just want a regular steel. Where is it at? There it is. So we do a regular coal, it takes 90 seconds. Oh, that's right, it shortens it even more if you make it into wrought. So it's 75 seconds, but if you make it into wrought iron, it drops it all the way down to 30. I don't think we have a better way of making wrought iron at the moment, so... yeah, there's no real good way, so we just might as well go with that 75-second process. But we can take this over here, clip our wires, and make our very first circuit board, starting the delving into the madness that is new resistors and new circuit boards. That will finish up both our blast furnace quest as well as our primitive circuit board quest. We don't even have circuits yet though, so that's the other thing, is that we still got to get our red alloy, which is not too hard. We could probably actually cook up some right away right now. Throwing so, oh nope, we need annealed copper, which oh boy, I'm gonna have to look up what we gotta do for that, because I kind of forgot. Okay, we need an arc furnace. Yeah, we need an arc furnace. Unless we can do it with... yeah, no, we need an arc furnace. So why... oh, cancel. Red alloy is made of copper and redstone. We need some for circuit boards. Is there another recipe? Well, I'll have to do some searching and find out exactly what I'm supposed to do for it, because that is a bit confusing. Unless we do get a... nope, not really. Yeah, I'll look into it for next time. But, so we've got our steel going. We finished up our low voltage machines, automated our furnace here. And it looks like, actually, right there, it does say very small percentage of carbon masses. One primitive blast furnace most likely won't cut it moving forwards. Make another one, and you'll be effectively half the time spent for steel. To save the most time, use blocks of coke and wrought iron. This generates a block of steel every 270 seconds. Not bad. Just to check, did you know Gregtech multi-blocks will share walls? That's exactly what I was thinking, is they share walls. So you can actually, what I'm going to do, patch a second one here, and only have to extend it out to there. And then it will share this hatch, so they'll both dump into a drum, into the same drum. And I can do the same over here, where I make one more block, and then cut this entire wall off. Make the other side get it going. But as we've gotten these things done, getting closer to actually having real electricity. Well, see you guys next time when we press forward into our high voltage or high pressure steam and push forward towards the first electronics. Bye.